What's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing great and welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Good evening and welcome to this video in which we are going to be revisiting an old friend, Jasmy, a crypto that maybe it's one of the cryptos I covered the most, I think. I covered Jasmy ever since its launch on Coinbase, right here. it's very clearly visible when that was. I covered it during its highs and during its lows right here in March and April, and now the last couple of months ever since that big drop the 12th of May have been very bearish. We managed to actually consolidate for quite some time. I covered it a lot during these times too, but unfortunately the last month or so we have been dropping quite significantly, and I also haven't covered it in like a month or 1.5 months. Wow. This light is very white. But yeah, so I wanted to cover it again in this video, kind of seeing what's going on, right? I mean, I don't think there's any news right now around Jasmy. Yeah, I mean, you can see that it's still very active. The thing is, though, I mean, it's a Japanese crypto, as we all know. They're just sharing a lot of Japanese things. I mean. And while I think most of the community, because Jasmy had an amazing community, and I still think a lot of you exist, that's also why I make this video, but like, you should invest a little bit more in covering all nationalities of your community, right? If you really want to keep the momentum, if you want to keep that community close, you should do that. So it's not great that they're not doing that, but apart from that, I mean, you can see Jasmy right now is a 31 million market cap again. If you compare that with like a year ago, back then we actually reached a 1 billion market cap. Is it possible to get there again? I'm not quite sure. It all depends on the community. We would at least need to wait for another bull market. I'd say we are actually getting close to levels from which we can actually get some strong moves again. But for Jasmy, it always was the community and a little bit of fundamentals. I mean, in the end, it's a 100% legit project, but most of its amazing moves were caused by the community. Volume is still relatively high, even though if you compare that over the last 3 months, we're at really low levels, but still pretty high. So if you take a look at the price, I mean, you can see where it all went bad is when we dropped through this 800 level, or 0.8 cents. But in this video, I'm going to talking about hundreds. So 0.8 cents is 800, 0.75 cents is 750. What you can see is it all went wrong there. We got that bearish breakout. This was our main support level holding us up. That held us up for the last 3 months, but now we got that bearish breakout 18th of September. Dropped down significantly down to 700. Found some support there, but we also got that bearish break a couple of days ago. And now we're kind of free falling. I mean, you can see that we found support at 650. That's nice, but it's not that strong of support. So in my opinion, we are actually going to drop down lower. We might actually consolidate on top of 650 for a little bit longer, but I think it's inevitable that we'll drop down to 600. And then from there, from that moment, we could actually see quite a strong move. The thing is, though, is usually with like very strong downtrends like this, the level that's going to hold us for a longer period of time is the level off of which we get a strong move. So for example, if from 700 we would get a move all the way up to 800, then 700 would have probably held. And the same goes for 600. Right now I think 600 could actually hold us, but we do need to get a move all the way up to 700 at least, like at least a 15-20% gain from that level. Otherwise it's just not strong enough. So that would be the main test, but I do think we're dropping down there. And yeah, apart from that, I mean, yeah, there's not a lot I can say about Jasmy in addition to that right now. So yeah, if you do have any questions about the analysis, please let me know down in the comments. But for now, I'd like to thank you all for watching and listening, and I hope to see you all in my next videos. Bye.